up, enjoy the ride with Crystal Petrie Consulting. So it's
Hello, my name is Crystal Petrie, and you are watching the Crystal Petrie Consulting Network. Today, we are going to give a review of one of my favorite shows on NBC. This is Us. This review is over episode 5, entitled Heart and Soul. Before I get into the review, let me ask that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will know every single time I drop a new review for This Is Us. You and I, me and you, our favorite show on NBC. Now, let's get into this review, y'all. Whew, when I tell you This Is Us has me in my feelings every single time I watch it. It has me in my feelings every time. Let's start with the saga that is Deja and Malik. So last week, we found Deja and Randall at a standoff when Randall told Deja she would no longer be able to see her boyfriend Malik. And Deja responded by saying, that's going to be a problem. Fast forward 1 week, Deja and Malik are sitting down at the table with Beth and Randall when Deja says, I'm leaving school and moving to be with Malik in Boston. You know, I don't know how I would handle this. How would you handle this? Let me know in the comments. How would you handle your 17-year-old daughter who's a junior in high school, leaving high school early to move in with her 18-year-old boyfriend who lives 6 hours away? Granted, Deja has taken extra classes and extra credits that will allow for her to leave school with all of her credits, but she would have to take the GED later. How do you handle this? And if you noticed, Deja and Malik told Beth and Randall this is what was going to happen. They didn't ask. They didn't seek their opinion. They didn't say, this is what we're thinking. This is what we've been talking about. They said, this is what we are doing. Meaning their mind and the decision has been made and their minds are already made up. Now, the game that Beth and Randall plays, worst case scenario, is literally the worst game ever, where they sit or stand and try and think of the possible worst thing that their kids could say or the worst thing that could possibly happen, just to prepare themselves mentally and emotionally. But that game did not lead to this situation with Deja leaving school early and moving in with her boyfriend. Now, I'm just going to say it because I was thinking it. I feel like since Deja had sex with Malik, it's given her like an air of confidence. It's given her an air of I'm grown and I can do what I want to do with or without your support. That's just what I feel. That's just what I think. That's what I'm getting from Deja. Because I sincerely believe that before she had sex with Malik, this would have never happened. Her leaving school early, moving in with the boy. Of course, I don't know for certain and I don't know for sure, but I just feel like this would have not happened had she not had sex with Malik. So, Beth and Randall do not want to lose their daughter. They do not want to lose their child, so they have to tread lightly on this decision and this entire situation. So how are they going to handle this? What is going to be their decision? What are they going to say? And this is why I tune in week after week to watch This Is Us. Because this is us. Now, let's move on to Kevin. I feel like all of the other siblings, Kate and Randall, I mean, they're not perfect. Their lives are not perfect. But for the most part, I feel like they kind of have their lives together, right? And they have a goal and they have a plan. Kevin does not have either. He doesn't have a goal. He doesn't have a plan. He's just kind of figuring it out and trying to make it work. Maybe it works out. Maybe it doesn't. He doesn't know. He's just kind of flapping in the wind, if you will. And I do want to point out that Kevin did make a good decision. He chose to call Cassie instead of his very young co-star. So that was a great decision. So kudos to you, Kevin, for making that decision. But now you're trying to invade Cassie's life, even though she just got out of a relationship. She literally just got divorced, and you are already, Kevin, trying to move in. But I also want to give a kudos to Cassie because she was able to recognize that she had issues, that she was damaged, and she was not ready or prepared to get into a relationship with Kevin. That is strength, everyone. That is strength, to recognize that you have issues, to recognize that you are damaged right now, and then to verbalize that to someone else. That's what I call strength. So kudos to Cassie for doing that. And we should all take note. And when we have issues going on, when we are damaged at some point in time in our life, that we can verbalize that and let other people know, I need space right now to heal. I need space right now to fix myself. And Cassie did just that. Now, on to Rebecca and Kate. I feel like their relationship, mother-daughter relationship, has been so vital. I mean, seems like since Kate was a child, she has been arguing and fussing and fighting with her mother over something or another. It's always been something between the two of them. Yes, they come back together and they always come back, but it's always a big blowout with them. And I don't know why. Is it the mother-daughter relationship? Maybe you know. Let me know in the comments because I cannot figure it out. This time, Kate and Toby has made the decision, everybody's making decisions, right? Has made the decision not to let Rebecca keep their kids because of her Alzheimer's. I feel like Kate and Toby are putting Rebecca in the grave before she's even there. She is still aware enough and cognizant enough to take care of herself and take care of her grandkids as well. Let her enjoy the remaining time that she has. Let her enjoy the remaining happiness that she has before that is taken away. Now, granted, I understand that Kate and Toby are only looking out for their children. I get that. But there could be another way. There can be another compromise instead of just completely saying you cannot watch our kids by yourself. It has to be another way. I mean, we're all smart enough to figure out something else that can be done besides you can't watch our kids anymore. We don't feel safe with you, with our kids by themselves. That was hurting for Rebecca. And I'm going to be honest, it hurt me too that Kate would tell her mom that. I just felt like that was horrible. I really, really did. I felt like that was really bad. But of course, they come back together. They mend the broken fences. and they make it right again. But this dynamic is exhausting. The dynamic between Rebecca and Kate is so exhausting. They have fought and argued, seem like the majority of Kate's life. It's exhausting. And to end on a lighter note, perhaps, they show a young Rebecca and a young Miguel after Jack has passed away, trying to figure out their life, trying to figure out life after death. How do you do that? How do you live after death? The pain and the grief that a young Rebecca is suffering and living with and walking in every single day is just absolutely heartbreaking. I'm so glad that she has Miguel to cry on, to lean on, to talk to laugh with, to sit and watch game shows and sit and watch Regis with. Everybody needs a Miguel in their life. Everybody needs someone that will be there for them in the worst times and the worst part of their life. And that is absolutely Miguel. Now, of course, we know how that story ends. Rebecca and Miguel end up getting married, but we never really saw how it began. And now, This Is Us writers are giving us a glimpse into how the love story of Rebecca and Miguel started. And it is a beautiful friendship that ends in love. And again, isn't that what we all want? Friendship that ends in love, whether that's matrimony or just friends. Either way, it is amazing. And either way, this is truly us. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to my YouTube channel right now so you will know when I put the next review for This Is Us, the final chapter. Comment down below. Let's continue this conversation about NBC's hit series, This Is Us.
So inspiring.